a little bit of a drawing club can be here. There's a Utopia Society Sandys Corporation up here as we start the stream. And how can I make sure everything is lined up the way I want it to be? I've got some music going here, but I had put one on loop. Macdilla. No! Oh my gosh. Look at you. Look at you. You're saying things at the same time. You're saying things at the same time. You're predicting what the next person is gonna say. What is that? You're stealing the bit, are you? Okay, let's Hello to you, Nico. How's everybody's week been? Is anyone else feeling freshly freaking born? I'm born. Hello to Kai. Hello to you. Everyone's. There's the. Oh my gosh, you got a little party hat. Woohoo! Yee. There. Hello with civility to something saying meaty sacred toilet and then can and I will ban McDonald. I'm banning McDonald. There is some I'm old going on. My birthday was yesterday, but I didn't have like anything else going on, so it's the title, so I was just gonna talk about it. I have some cake. I can bring up some cake right now, and I can shove that at the camera. You can say, how's it feel to be older? Like, way older? You're acting like I've had two. That'd be a funny moment to die, honestly. So, how does it feel to be old? Apparently I can't do the fucking voice anymore, or else I choke to death. Hello to Kraken. Hi. There's Nico Jr. Having a good week. Be careful. It's good to laugh, isn't it? It's good to laugh, isn't it? Choked on a spit for real, actually. But hello to you. I hope you're having a good day. And I'm gonna I don't know. I wish to scribble something, but I don't know what. There's so we're not just dying of old age. But I give myself a little bit of memory issues, a little bit of the dementia, and so it's tough to tell when something is good or not. Okay, for some reason I want to draw a little elf that goes like this. I'm still clearing my throat, damn it. Okay, so there was banning Magdilla, having a good week, tablet being sticky, and then the lungs give out. That's cool stuff. It's cool stuff, honestly. Let's put an ear up in here, and honestly, yesterday was like according to my class schedule, but I think having a why are you stealing that? Oh my gosh, you're putting the ears up. We're having old and old freshness. I don't know what it was about yesterday. I guess I love having a birthday with zero expectations, and then you just feel really good. I thought I was gonna feel weird about being 26, but I just kind of feel fresh. Despite the choking to death, coughing to death, and if you round up my age now, I'm 30. Despite all of that, or if you round it up one more, I'm already 50. What's up? I am already 50. Despite all of that, I feel kind of so fresh and so clean. I don't know where that's coming from. Is this entire stream just gonna be chat calling Chara old? It would seem like it's gonna be. I don't know. You guys could have other stuff going on to talk about things. Is your back hurting already, Grandpa? What, do you not want me to round up to 30? I mean, that's how it works. That's the rules of math, to which we are all subject. God, why? And I don't know. I guess I keep being in a state of shock or education or learning or poking my eyes out a little bit. Not too much. It's gonna stay in the skull. You ever just get the urge to give yourself a little poke though? I'm getting the urge. Of course my back was hurting already because of the scoliosis. It's been hurting for over 10 years. Yeah, that's. I suppose we're grandma, we're grandpa, we're grandma, and we're grandpa. There's Magdala saying, I'm not subject to math. Talk about yourself, please. Fine, I will. Thank you. They're saying, did your girlfriends and boyfriends go to your birthday? Yeah, actually. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what the fuck? That's something I'm gonna fucking smile about. Cause you know what? I woke up today and then I almost made myself sick because I'm not doing the homework like as well as I should be. It's 100% a timing thing. It's 100% a timing and focus thing. Apparently on the more boring assignments I should have been listening to a podcast the whole time. I should have been doing that. Okay, but that's something fun. There's birthday boys getting the hat stolen. There's a Greg showing up on the canvas. Hello, nice to see you. Oh, the Mateo. Wait a freaking second. It's been a minute since we had a Mateo in here. Hello to you. Hey, how you doing? What is new with ya? Alright, there's birthday boy getting his little hat stolen. Scoliosis got that too. Thankfully it's not major. Yeah, Okay, wait, I'm getting up. I'm in the skull shirt and so this is actually nuts because okay, my mom tunes into these streams sometimes, but I can't show this to her because it's kind of insane. My bookbinder girlfriend, this was supposed to arrive tomorrow or something, or it was supposed to like miss the actual day, but it got, I don't know, it's a little it's a little gay ass miracle, I guess, because this this arrived early. I didn't know that she like actually got to finish it, because she like told me, she asked me, because you have to ask what kind of fanfic do you like before you print someone's favorite fanfiction out here. What the hell? Oh, no, wait, Kai, wait, this is Lando, you're aging me up, Oh my gosh, okay, it was 26, this is from my, I mean, it currently is 26, is what a 26-year-old would say. I'm showing off the fan fictions, the yaois that are by archive of our own user Hotel Rally. I don't think either of us have told Hotel Rally yet that this is now a part of our relationship. Why are you saying that? You added another year to me. What are you doing? I'm 52. What are you? Oh my gosh. I mean, I am going to class with a 54-year-old because that's the magic. That's the beauty of community college. Is that everybody in the community is in your college. So you could say in that way, since that's I think maybe that's the only friend I made in the class. And I don't know. Yeah, alright, yeah, that's the only friend I've made in the class, so, And you know what? That's really valuable and very lovely. And so you could say that I naturally relate to people who are 50. And so maybe you're not entirely off. It's just my incredible magnetism that's giving you these vibes. How about that? Okay, you've seen the birth certificate for 1995? I listen to a song called 1995 sometimes. I'm trying to. You're saying, how is it like seeing Y2K? I was just born. I was vomiting on command like a little baby. You were 3 months old. And then to add to the confusion, my girl taped 2 birthday cards in here. One for. As you can see, a little 2 has been drawn on here. Ah! And then one for I guess having drinks or something. But yeah, there's this is a serious yaoi compendium. I've read this fan fiction before naturally, but I didn't know that I didn't picture in my head that it would be a book of this size. Basically, wow. Okay. Yeah, so you say she wrote a full book for you by hand. That's so adorable. This is nothing to do with the polycule, but someone else wrote it, and now that's sort of, the art is sort of part of the relationship as a book. And so I don't know why I would start a sentence like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm 6 to the power of 2 old. Forget I mentioned math. I'm already in a class that uses some math, and you know what? That's pretty bad. It's kind of nasty if you pick up what I'm putting down, and what I'm putting down is that math is nasty. And whenever I think of all of the classes that I'm in, and I don't know if I should be in them, definitely computer networking is on the top of it. That one's it's actually kind of messed up and evil that I'm in that one. It was open at the last second, and this is just a thought tangent. Anyway, I'm absolutely overjoyed to have physical edition of. I'm not even this big of a Star Wars fan. Finn and Poe from Star Wars sequel Major Yaoi, and now that's just a thing that can be found in my house, in my room, and I'm still so overwhelmed by that. So yes, even though girlfriend is on the other side of the country, the girlfriend's is at birthdays. Computer networking is so advanced. It's a beginning computer networking class. Oh my god, I should not be in that class, but I'm in it so far. But that's the one. I think for the past 3 or 4 streams, I've had the homework still open, even though my computer is begging for an update. Chrome is begging for an update. They just want to restart. I've just had those same tabs open because so far that's how late submissions are still being accepted for that class. It's been it's a couple of weeks. I don't know when I should call it. On that one. Oh, hello to you, Lotus. I was trying to think happy thoughts, and then I made myself spiral once again. I got straight up this much yaoi in print from my girlfriend, and you know what? My heart is so full of joy. It was a damn good day yesterday. I was at school for most of the day because that's how my class schedule is, but it worked out. Okay, there's Merry Birthmas happening, and How are you, Lotus? What's happening? What's good? What's new in the world? You know how to configure a firewall. Honestly, I don't even know if I know the things that I've gotten the grades back on. I don't even know if I know what I've done the homework for, because what they've tried to do is walk you through it in a very tutorial like style. I tried for this class. I tried to tell my dad, who's the IT guy. I tried to tell him what I think is going on in the class. We connect to the internet. There's a switch. You could have another switch if you wanted. They could both be in there. And there's several types of cords. There's a coaxial cord. I should be studying with my brother and my mom, who are also in this class, but instead, for some reason, we all decided to study completely separately, and absolutely, so far, we're actually bombing it. This is extra unk today. I shall have. For some, I know it's not funny, but the first thing that popped into my head was related to what you've been saying in the Discord after you said you're extra unk today. The first thing I wanted to say, and I know this is not valid, was I'm taking back your English privileges. Which is a ridiculous thing to say, because you need all of them that you can get, and I would never, but holy shit. Oh my gosh, hello to double M, double F, triple R, and I'm old enough to be friends with your mama. Excuse me. There's Lotus saying I'm doing pretty well. Gonna spend the weekend over in the capital. I gained the fable Roaring Knight nickname, so that's it. There's amazing nicknames happening, and each day that passes, you're closer to wearing a picture with your own portrait. It's true, there's the skull. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, what are we here for except for an out of left field type of a cackle? Yeah, here we are, mutually cackling with the roaring with the homies. Alright, what sort of little elf was I having in my mind, in my head? But yeah, lots of exciting things happen on the yesterday with it, which is the actual day, but it's the topic of the stream, so I make it the title of the stream because that's all that was new that was going on with me. My childhood best friend. I have this like 2-hour gap between my classes on Thursday, and my childhood best friend, who got the degree in the psychologies, came over, for lunch, and so I caught her up on every gossip that has happened to me ever in the middle of the afternoon cafeteria. And then there's okay, wait, you're stealing the interesting way to say your name. Most interesting. Wasn't sure how to say it, honestly. Okay, there's number ones happening. There's 2s and 3s happening. There's taking a throne happening. There's being first to be eaten in the sacrifice. There's, why did that feel like rapping for a second? I hope I spelled it right. Yeah, rapping with the, excuse me. Rapping with the 2 P's is like the rhythm of things. You know, the way to become number 1. Guess what it is, Shatter? Yeah, you become a big shot. And also, who is doing this? I'm looking in the layers. I have to, you're Tobiosa. How could you do this to me? Okay, there's, can I be served with a disgusting amount of ketchup, mayo, and mustard? I used to be more sensitive to sauces than I am, you know? I think that's one of the ways that my taste buds has changed. Alright, well, let's put some of that in here. Here's the ketchup. What were you being served about, actually? What was happening there? A little barbecue sauce? A little on the side specifically. You're having all of these sauces, and then you're gonna have one on the side? Okay, so here is the mayonnaise. It's all of this. There's You were plotting. You were scheming once again. Do not do this. save your monies. Save your monies. I I don't, that having the option of chats up in here, it kind of goes contrary to the idea that I believed that maybe I could be doing these streams for long enough that I could attract a random benefactor whom I don't know, because if it's someone that I don't know and it's not specifically Magdalena, I'm not concerned about the amount of spending that you are doing. What, I don't know if any of the sentence is making sense, but I'm hoping that I'm like saying the vibes and they're coming across. There's a little bear here. There's a little bear here. Alright, so this is my representation of a ketchup and a mayonnaise and a mustard, which kind of makes me want to look up a photo reference to get extra shiny in here. Let's get extra shiny in here, actually. There's things that are making it better. And then so you're saying you're still way younger than me. I'm the real old one here. You'll never dethrone me. Oh my. Then was this encouraging me to become older faster? Oh, step out. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi and welcome. And this makes me want to make this into what shall we make this into? A Ferris wheel. Go like that. It must be, I don't know, even in the legs and in the spokes as well. And then we can have a lot of little baskets. How that all works. Hello again. And thanks for the well wishes. There's oh my gosh, wait, what is this? You're declaring I need a sugar daddy. I can share these streams in the sugar daddy subreddit. I'll get you one. Give me a second. Get me slightly terrified for a second. Get me mildly concerned for a second. Get me not knowing what's happening for a second. I don't even doubt that they have a subreddit about it. I don't even doubt that in the slightest. Alright, let's go like this. And here's a Ferris wheel. This and here's a little this makes sense as well. Here's a little face. That's adorable. And there's pens not working. There's Nico declaring yourself the bear. There's talk of about to cry. My goodness, is it the technical difficulties? I might be in a computer networking class. I don't know how to fix tablet though. Alright. There's Magdalena declaring, dude, I'm so sorry I forgot how to say your name again. And a happy anniversary of your birth. Maybe it was from being stressed about homeworks and assignments and things, but I feel better about it than I thought. And then me and my childhood friend, God, what is this face? Wow, what have you done here? Holy God, help me green, help me fully green up in here. Alright, okay, what did I draw? Let's put little characters around. It shall be very nice. Okay. I feel better about this than I thought I would be. Maybe because it's kind of interesting. And then I'm probably, I think it's happening to me more often where I trail off into silence, which I don't know, that's probably a normal amount of silence in conversation or something. Okay, let's put let's make little characters in little t-shirts. Why not? Little characters in little t-shirts. But then the t-shirt has what on it? The awesome skull. The awesome skull. Check that out. And then little bit pretty legs. Alright, so a pen was not working. There's the well wishes, the thanks. You're gonna anger the Finnish Mafia tomorrow. Wish you luck. But it seems unlucky to anger the Finnish Mafia. What kind of luck do you expect by angering the Finnish Mafia? You wish to... Alright, there's some good luck happening. But, okay, but you just asked for luck. Did you want bad luck with angering the Finnish Mafia? Or did you want good luck attracting bad luck? Or did you want bad luck attracting good luck? Actually, I don't know what that one means. You're twice as old and 2 more years as my sister. Remember when I said I don't feel that bad? It didn't feel that bad about the turning 26. Okay, part of it that can and maybe should feel a little bad is I'm gonna have to figure out insurance. And you know what? Perhaps I'm feeling that now. Perhaps I'm feeling that once again. I didn't know what kind of face was gonna go on this thing, but it's gonna be this kind of a face now. The a little cursed little creature. I didn't know you were that old. You look 22, Max. Is it a good way? It's from not going outside, but hopefully, I don't know. Now I'm gonna be mature and things, and that will be in a good way. I don't know. If it's okay, the process of aging is easier when I don't think about the immense confusion I have towards it all. Stefna, you're adopting the creature. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. There's Lotus saying, I didn't ask for good luck. Alright then. Because I know you can handle it, so we're gonna wish you all of the bad luck that you can't handle. I'm just saying, maybe we should satisfy the Finnish Mafia for once. How does that go? I want to say maybe there's like a seafood involved. That's, for some reason, that's my first instinct. I don't know where that comes from. You know what? I think I am having fun drawing itty-bitty characters. The reason that I'm spacing out more often in the middle of sentences is because, I guess it's because I have more to talk about now that I'm doing more, trying to be, like, social and things, but also more that I don't know how to talk about all of that stuff. There's Lotus saying that is an option, however I won't do it. You'll want to create chaos. There's a curious child. Pen pressure things actually drive me insane. Oh, is not giving you pen pressure? Is it time for some lines only type of what's it look like when we go with the mouse? Ooh. No, okay, that would maybe drive me crazy also. There's actually saying you should be working a minimum wage, 9-to-5 job, renting a house, preparing to send your kids to the first school day, complaining about taxes and bills, getting your license revoked for skipping a red light. Boob? Excuse me? Look at me! I'm drawing a very specific character design. I was having ideas. It's honestly slightly Susie inspired, but not too Susie inspired, I wanna say, because there's some kind of a dinosaur. Okay, well, I'm saying not too Susie inspired, but I'm doing this and it's looking like an off-brand Susie fan art, honestly. Okay, so let's go like this. And like this, actually other way around. One down, one up. Yep. No, that's a horrible shape for a tooth. It was sort of milky. Oh, hello to Crystal Palm. Haps the perf. Well, thank you for the well wishes. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well out there. There's Lotus saying less curious, more impulsively and unintentionally self-destructive. Oh my! Oh, we're labeling the. Are we labeling the child? Are we labeling the? I should put more funny little faces on funny little characters. Maybe this is the essence of healing. All right. Do I remember what is what is this song and how long has it been here? No, I do remember it. I always manage to be surprised with Japanese fellows singing. I always do. All right, so let's put one of these here. And what are we doing? There's you saying that's just Susie indeed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, perhaps. I'm gonna keep going, and maybe we'll go into something different. Maybe as I add shapes, it's gonna look different. Go like this. Yeah, there we go. We get a little sleeve, and the sleeve is maybe rolled up a little, and maybe there's like some kind of an interesting color. Oh, that was another thing. When I got to see my childhood best friend who is back in town, and she says that she's like gonna be unemployed for 2 months, but then she's been studying really hard to get the doctorate degree with the psychologies and everything. But perhaps I'll go on a double date, me and her. So the interesting dude who showed me a bucket of leg meat from his surgery job on the first date. He is nice so far, but every time I meet that guy, I'm the most nervous version of myself. This guy doesn't even know what I look like when I'm slightly relaxed. And so if I have also my childhood best friend there, who is always meeting the most relaxed version of myself. No, okay, the most relaxed and excited version of myself. The person meeting the most relaxed version of myself is probably my little brother, because we share a bathroom. What else is gonna happen? We're gonna be ripping ass, we're gonna be farting, and what's more relaxed than that? Nothing. Alright, so where was I going? Susie and Noel's hypothetical kid. Okay, you're very cozy in the clothes pile under your bed. Good for it. Honestly, it has gotten so... How much is visible there right now? It's completely visible. God. You know, I'm wondering about fixing the situation back to how I started these streams. I'm wondering about fixing so that this is the background once again. Honestly, that's kind of why I put these posters that I'm always facing, that's kind of why I put them on the wall. But then I found like this larger sort of desk setup that was more stable, and now you've been seeing my hideous trash heap that I live in just sort of grow. I don't know. Why are you typing with it? Why are you typing with it, Nose? You're encouraging the date. Let's go, amazing stuff. My dear childhood friend that I am the same age as for just 1 month out of the year, and the month has started right now. She has birthday on Halloween. She's considering trying to go on a date to get over the love of her life so far. That's how she's describing this individual. Okay, I added some words in there. But I think she could find another love of her life who like wants the same things as her, unlike the last one. And so it certainly seems a little bit messy to bring in some random person from a dating app into that kind of situation. But I don't know. Life is kind of short. I don't know. Just kind of go for it. Perhaps it will be fun. And then I'm so bad at socializing that maybe I'm good to have on a double date because I could trauma bond people. Who wants to experience trauma bonding after I say some wild shit, baby? Alright, so, is loving this song perfect. I'm writing old from the smallest possible to the biggest size you can. I should. What the hell? Wait. Okay. That's really perfect. You know what? If we get dense enough with the drawings on this one, I feel like if we get dense enough, then maybe we could, this could be like a pattern or something. Okay, let's have a wider sort of boots. There's, okay, this Mac. That reminds me of something I once saw. It's on the Discord. Ooh, I wish to know. I wish to know all the things. What? You should put the cam straight towards your mess. Show us your floor. I challenge you. It's just kind of dusty. It's just kind of dusty up in there. I don't know. You want to see Oh, I started saving water bottles for my plants, but now I have smaller plants, so they need less water than before. So now I just have a bunch of weird water bottles over there. Okay, wait, censor some words in chat. Oh, wait, if you call me a coward, does it censor that in the chat? It's because YouTube is so considerate and loving of me. Alright, oh. For some reason there's 3 nail clippers just on my floor on my ground, because every time I clip my toenails I'm like, okay. And then this one, because it just clipped some toenails, it's not as clean as it could be, so I'll have to wash it before I use it next. And then where do I put things that need to be washed? On the ground. So now I've stepped on that thing a couple of times because there's 3 of them there. This is how I play TF2 as well. In fact, that is me. Shut a coward. Wait, congrats, I guess. Wait. Wait, what was this in response to? Me trauma bonding people? The floor? Wait. No, I lost the plot. You leave toenails on your floor? I don't leave toenails on my floor. Where'd you get that from? What am I? What am I, nuts? What am I, balls? Testicle? No. Shut up. No, we're none of this. Memes channel for content? Okay. Sure. I'm afraid to put that on the screen right now. But, what's going on there? Average. And we wish you a Merry Yali and a Happy New Year. Oh, who's up playing TF2? What the fuck? Okay, maybe I should download that the way I started to instantly scream. Why are you making me very small and paw prints are coming after me? There's a Blue's Clue? Oh my. Yeah, what clue is this pointed toward? How does that go? Okay, there's something saying, I'm gonna pee. May I use the bathroom or should I use the corner? If those are the only 2 options, you can use the bathroom. Just try to be out sometime within the next 6 hours. You would think I would not have to say this, but when sharing a bathroom, mainly the 2 people using it have to remind each other to be out in the next 6 hours. I've drawn a little doggy dog here. There's... Oh my god, y'all. You're absolutely, you're murdering me in this memes channel. You're murdering me. Oh my god. You're getting saucy in this chat channel. Alright, what the hell am I looking at? We try to make a little... You know what? You get a tail. You get a tail. And the tail is shaped like what? It's shaped like this. And this is a very wonderful, incredible... dinosaur type character, I think I wanted the hair to be neater, and that was why this was different in my head from Susie. You know, for some reason, I almost wanted to give Susie the last name of the character from Disco Elysium. Have this Susie Dubois. Does Susie actually have a last name? All right, so let's go like this. You can have some jagged edges on your hair, but let's have it mostly straight across. And that was the vibe I wanted for it. I can't really decide if I'm doing more things that are cringe lately and then torturing myself when I remember them, or if this is the level of cringe I've always been and I've just begun reacting differently. I think it's probably the first one. And then be right back in 7 hours. Alright, I guess that's the funniest number you could have chosen. There's Stefna saying none that we know of. There's Susie the Butch. Shut up, please. Get on with the lore. Oh, I wasn't on with the lore. And you've had to update me with the lore. Thank you for updating me with the lore. Alright, what else have we got? A little bit of shading, kind of. Alright, what other details can we put here? Little pockets. You're saying, dude, we are all cringe. Don't worry about it. I'm cringe. Yeah, that's it, I think. I'm learning how to live with it as I go out and do more, and because I'm doing more things, it increases the odds that I'm gonna do something that makes me cringe later. I just there's a mental health in here somewhere. I can keep drawing itty bitty pictures, and you're still experiencing the pen saga? Oh gosh, I had seen this little bit of the canvas and I was like, there's some modern art right there. You're just vibing some pink for the hell of it, and it's going beautiful. Perhaps I wasn't sure what it was gonna be, but I'm picking up on that now. And for a moment, I wondered if Crystal Palm was also doing pen tests in solidarity. Oh my, the Mateo. I'm recognizing the art style, right? This is some cool darn art. It's from the animated series, isn't it? My goodness, I've been so caught up in my mind with Knights of Guinevere specifically. I don't know, I subscribed to the subreddit as soon as it got suggested to me that, I don't know, but other indie animations are not as much in my head. There's, I shall have saying, it's actually driving me insane. Shall I show off my English skills and describe how, you gotta practice. Now, the thing that trips me up about English tests, that like as a native speaker is when they have you like name the parts of speech. Gosh, if there's a flashcard for all of this on YouTube, then probably maybe that's something to have on loop as you're going to sleep, because this stupid language, I swear, this stupid language, it's out for blood sometimes. Okay, Crystal Palm is testing brushes. Cool stuff. So many olds. I love making silly stuff. Oh, how big have you gotten over here? It's going pretty good. Oh my stars, you are measuring things out. Now, that's pretty precise, pretty patternful. Okay, what the hell else was I looking at? The memes are excellent, and let's get in here. And let's see what happens when I try to draw just a little bit realistically. I'm having a good time with this black and white sort of scribble so far. Oh my, are you putting Blue's Clues here? Now I forget how to find out what they go towards. All right, so here is this. Ba ba da ba ba da ba. And a little bit of a chin, but okay, the chin shape has to be pretty specific because sometimes the shape of your forehead and everything is are we we are no longer drawing next to each other. Oh my god, what is this? Are you brewing in a cauldron? Well, that's very textured. That's very, well, let them cook, as they say. Let them cook, as they say. Well, I wish to be drawing next to something, but not too close if it disturbs people. I don't know if it disturbs people. Alright, so there's like this thing. I'm back. I think I ruined the plumbing. Stopped the leak with the towel I found. The heart wasn't doing what I wanted it to. Oh, me when I had experience and emotion. How about that? Okay, but it's looking it's looking neat. You're putting the transparency on these brushes, huh? Okay, and Aisha Love telling us in the full mastery of the English language. What's up? The pain of knowing victory multiplies the sting of defeat. Like a starved lion, I hunger for the meat just out of the reach, as the cage of ignorant teachers prevent me from obtaining my prize. Oh my. Oh my. Now, this is thinking with portals. No, I wanted to say something else. Now, this is most interesting. There's Magdala saying, guys, I gotta be real. I've never seen the classic shows everyone loves. Tell me a beloved show. I've probably never seen it. Well, here's one that we both have not seen. That's gonna be, Teen Titans? The original one, and Batman the Animated Series. I don't know. I still think about these sometimes. Okay, let's see if measuring out the face helps me at all. The thing that keeps making me cringe is my earnest attempts to socialize, because it's all is. I'm putting myself in so many new situations, and then I keep thinking to myself that I've pretty much done it wrong. I mean, I have to find a way to chill out. At this rate, maybe honestly some kind of anxiety medications. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's put a shape for the nose approximately. Do. And then, when mapping out things in the Loomis head sort of a style, with these little bits for the cheeks and stuff. Actually, let's put that here. Loomis head. Do. I'm gonna learn how to be okay. I can't keep screaming randomly whenever I think of something. Okay, so was it Loomis or was it a different model of things? Because I'm like thinking of all of these. Okay, that what reference am I looking for then? Angel Ganev? That was some good art. God, what the hell is in my head? Alright, there's Susie saying, Aisha, you're gonna learn English. It's such a nice language. I seriously recommend you to learn it. You'll be able to communicate with so many people. YouTube business idea. Are you starting a bit once again? Me when I monologue as a villain. How incredibly useless is a go-to website button on said website. You know, how would that even end up there? There's Lotus saying, fun fact, I'm a villain as a side gig. New Joro Teen Titans is good, but it's a blue baller. For real. There's Aisha Love saying anxiety medications sound nice right about now. It's like, I know what it feels like to chill. And sometimes I've been capable of forcing myself to chill. But Ooh, I don't know. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of the anxiety of it. Let's do that at any cost. Is what I'm starting to think. All right, so here is eyes. I did kind of want head references, but also I'm drawing this. Let's see what my skills are these days. Me every time I put together a drawing. All right, well, we'll scoot that a little bit more over. Or does the eye literally get larger? Okay, measuring everything out. Eye is... okay, that is about the size for the eye in comparison to the nose. Would I therefore want to make the entire face a little smaller? I guess I could, yeah. Alright, we've underestimated the face. There's Magdala saying, don't think like that though. If you try to socialize, you've done better than most of the introverts. No shame to any introverts. We just don't talk to people though. I guess that's like a positive. That's like an upside. But maybe I'm easy to freak out and get myself freaked out because it feels like entering a world that everyone who's not an introvert is already used to. So this is some kind of foreign exchange kind of thing. Fish out of water in a culture that I don't understand, but the culture is my own culture, and by culture I just mean talking to people. Alright, so is this the size of an eye versus a nose versus a mouth versus the head? We're gonna scoot this over a little bit to have the angle of the thing that I'm drawing. There's I'm saying, yeah, there's having a villain as a side gig. Okay, wait, what's your next plans as a great and excellent villain? I love monologuing. I love a little cackle here and there. And one time I ran over a child, and I think about when's the next time I'm gonna have the opportunity to run over a child. Oh, the second page just says happy birthday as I talk about running over a child. Thanks, Magdala. Thanks. Okay. There's biggest unsolved cliffhanger in cartoons history. Oh, for real. Well, what about Batman the Animated Series? Was that like a... Was this also a classic that I have not seen and Magdala has also not seen? Gosh, what else are classic shows? For some reason, I took a big pause on watching / finishing Breaking Bad. Maybe all of that, and then you're saying making a repeating pattern is very relaxing. Oh, that's quite marvelous, dare I say. Okay, so now here's this, and let's go back here. And there's stealing a shop, there's taking your pain meds, there's storing a shop, and stop calling out my social anxiety, bro. Is it really a call out if we both just so happened to experience it at maybe the same time? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's scoot this eyeball over a little bit. I think I chose maybe the right size for it. And can I copy and paste one? That's going beautifully. That's going excellently. Just flip that. I'm gonna be a full-on digital artist right now. There's absolutely no need to not copy and paste an eyeball. What else are we having? Where do I put this? Well, it's one eye length apart, so that's gonna start like right here. Yeah, sure. Sure. This is a face. Okay, we're gonna keep going until it maybe looks more like what I'm referencing. There's you're stealing a fridge next. You weren't supposed to see that. That was a surprise. A surprise rate sort of depending on how much I lock in. Well, I'm quite surprised. Thank you very much. There's Lotus saying, I meet someone. It's ice to meet them. The frozen body is never found. Case goes cold. Rinse and repeat. Okay, okay. I'm seeing you, Mr. Freeze. I'm seeing you there. A very cold themed sort of endeavor. All right. So here's this little eye. You're saying I haven't finished Breaking Bad. The theme park. You wore the official clothes. I'm hyperventilating. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know what is. You're breaking more than the bet. More like Breaking Bad. Okay, we went into a puns sort of thing for a minute there. Okay, I started with sort of exaggeration for round face because it was the first thing that I noticed in this reference picture that I'm drawing right here. But in fact, we shall have a slightly less round face, and go into little details like that. There's yes, not fair. Many have met popsicleification after crossing my evil path. Do you have like discount options? Do you have other options? Do you have like a neutral path and maybe a good path? I'm just so curious. Is there some variety for the consumer here? Okay, so this is still getting across the roundness of the face, but we're gonna make that more accurate to the reference picture, I am hoping. There's, you tattooed the Pollos Hermanos logo on your butt. You bought real meth to recreate the scenes on the show. Yeah! Well, maybe. Think about this. Maybe that's just a testament to how much quality is packed into the show. Maybe it's like that, isn't it? Maybe it's like that, is it not? It's so packed into the show that somebody, after watching even a portion of it, is converted to a fan. You ever think about that? Okay, actually, let's measure out where are the eyebrows before we start doing anything else. Cool eyebrows on this individual, and then little lines. You know what? Let's start with like a bunch of face lines to try to orient myself on this sort of drawing this fella. What are you investigating? Yes, the art collaboration. It makes sense. It makes sense to say. Oh dear. Okay, let's put a little bit more lines. Let's start with the maximum amount of lines and then start to reduce after I put some accuracy in here. There's Magdala saying, man, I thought you would read to the chat and talk to us for an hour while I finish the surprise. I mean, I'm thinking of going, oh my goodness. I am thinking of going 90 minutes. We're getting a little snaky up in here. I was thinking of going 90 minutes up in this one because oh god. I mean, okay, it's nice to laugh and make myself a little bit less sick with anxiety over how much I'm not memorizing any of computer networking. Oh my god, none of it is in my head. Well, okay, what other fun and little things would be neat to add to this? Damn it. Oh, a big old front facing nostril, huh? Okay, I wasn't sure if I was gonna say something, but on a whim, I decided to start drawing someone I actually know. Someone I actually kinda know. Oh my gosh. and so the freestyling up in here is pretty funny to me. Okay, so we're having forehead, and from the amount of forehead, I think we might want to put hair up there, maybe? I don't know, go back to layer 1. Don't forget that you have to watch Better Call Saul after finishing Breaking Bad. So far, all of the Breaking Bad fans, except for my dad, that I've talked to about Breaking Bad have said definitely watch Better Call Saul after this one. My dad was like, I couldn't get into it. Peace out. But I'm out here experiencing it like, yes, I like that Saul character. What a prick. What a ripe bastard. I like that guy. So, yeah, of course, I think I would watch an entire show about that. Alright, Jaro knows Waddles, mother of God, who are you? Have I seen this individual before? Probably. The pig from Gravity Falls? Excuse me. This real actual person that I know. Okay, there's Loda saying, the neutral. Ooh, okay. The neutral path includes having Ice Cube 4x4 meters. Tossing. The good route includes selling popsicles from the evil route for an affordable price. Affordability. It's the primary mark of being good and doing good. Okay, do I want to scoot the eyes a little bit? I'm thinking, yeah. Now what is collaboratively happening to the face of this real person that I've actually met? Well, I don't know, so I guess I'll just continue to put some hair in here. The cringe came back, but as you can see, I survived yet again. It was pretty difficult. Is this a mild hint that I've put the eyes too close together? It's looking pretty gnarly. Hotty, like a bag of Takis, as the saying goes. All right, and you know what? Yeah, let's keep putting the hair. I'm liking the vibes, cause I was honestly never gonna finish this within the stream. So let's just keep on putting the hair. And now we can have a big art collaboration on the face of this on the face of this dude I've been on 3 dates with. I wasn't sure if I was gonna say who is. I don't know. It's not a privacy violation if I don't show my reference image to the camera. God, that's some mouth. Oh my god, what the fucking mouth do? Alright, so what's going on here? I think as I lose my grip on reality and become even more stressed, I think I am swearing more as I get more stressed about things. Alright, so let's go like this. Is this an existing character? Is this just from the heart? Is this just from the heart? We're on a date. Is that not the guy from Knights of Guinevere? Park Planet? Okay, I raised both of my hands so violently I almost flipped my yaoi into some horrible corner of this. You're saying, do y'all know where the application settings are? I only know, oh god, have they updated all of this? Is it over here? No, I exited the thing. Okay, let's get my ass back in there. Get my ass back in there. Come on. Okay, is it the question mark? Help? Is it the reset, rotation, rotate right? There used to be a little gear full of settings, was there not? Good God, what is this? I mean, okay, so here's all of this. There's layout options. Oh, okay. Wow. Who is this? Oh my god. Okay, I wish to put some kind of details. This is absolutely bonkers. Oh my god. Okay, you're saying, oh my god, I know Waddles, Bangerlers, that's the guy from Knights of Guinevere, went on a date with Volcano from Jujutsu Kaisen, does Aisha love giving up? I would send some encouragement, some never stop blowing up, never stop giving up, but I don't know, you wanna make some scribble arts together? You wanna make some non-texture scribble arts? Oh my goodness. You've turned this You've turned this fellow I've been on 3 dates with into a block, into a cube. You're saying she's so boomer she can't even find the correct settings. Need to Wait, how am I catching this stray? How am I catching this? I thought I was experiencing this problem with other people. Character's got the kingpin bod. There's is this to say? Oh, Emmy maybe? Emmy Potts? Now, that's some cool characters. There's 60 saying swear more, Shadow. It's good for releasing sweat. Come on, swear as fuck. Let me give you a target. Insult me with all you got. I ate your cat, you know. That's why you don't have one. I ate it 3 times in a row. You ate my cat, and then you gave cat allergies also to my brother. There's, I should love saying, I just wanted to do a cute little portrait for your birthday. I'm gonna Uno reverse this. I'm doing a portrait of you, and it's for my birthday now. Wait, actually, can I do a portrait of you? I mean, I know there's been picture in the Discord and things, but I guess it's probably wise to ask before I just sort of jump into this, because I've been, I don't know, jumping into things. Okay, you can't take the stress of actually trying without pen pressure. Honestly, pen pressure is kind of beautiful. It's kind of actually marvelous. Okay, what have I got here? There's Magdala saying a no good way to release stress. Okay, then you're asking don't put the picture on the street. Okay, let's get fabulous. Let's get up in here. What have I got? Okay, there's Mac. Okay, wait, is Nico Jojo still in here? Or did one or have we lost a Nico Jojo? Because somehow, did you name this? Your name is the. Well, I'm reading this as the. Your name is the. Everyone make a portrait of Shadow. I already did one. It's life size to the canvas. I knew where that was immediately. My gamer form. Oh, and there is a Nico Jojo here. Oh yeah, when one half of the what is this? The banters starts with Magdala. I'm like, where is the matching set? Oh, where is it? And how does it go? Okay. Okay. There's the cool sort of bangs happening. That is something that happens. I will have a new layer. And how's the... Is it invasive to ask how the work's going, or is it regular conversation? I put these disclaimers into my conversation in real life also, and straight up, the more I do it, the more I'm realizing not everyone knows how to deal with that, how it goes. I got a UV warning for the sunlight from the weather. How long has that been a part of weather forecasts and broadcasts and things? Okay, let's put the... Ooh, okay, what kind of eyes, what kind of hair? Well, first of all, let's start sort of... Wait, how did I start this one? Okay, maybe that's not the... Maybe that's not the best reference. Okay, that's sort of the last realistic face that I tried to go for. So I think I started with a big outline for that one, and then tried to proportion things out, and then like erase some. You're focused on the work of the Mateo declaring it's the. Oh, you can compress somebody. I need a better response in myself, in my body. A better response to suddenly cringing at something that I remembered. I need a better response than going silent and trying to protect my vital organs. You know, I guess the other and immediately opposite reaction from that would be protecting my vital organs and screaming really loud. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, and then we can do the proportions out of the face. I think we will go like oval. Yeah, oval. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba. And then soon, cool hair. Cool hair. Do, 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 do. Yeah, okay, I'll have to erase one after the other. You're having 3 those in a row in your monochrome profile pictures trio. Can you compress somebody? Your work is done. Okay. Wait, did you get old, 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 old? Not old. Several olds that lead up to a not old, or one big not old that spirals into old, 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 old. Well, it's looking quite interesting, if I may. If I may put a little stick figure sort of starting to climb up here. Go like this, and it's a fancy stick figure, so even though it's climbing stairs like a peasant, it has a top hat. Well, this is some cool stuff over here. Look at this, how encouraging. Oh my gosh, did I have that image saved from the... I swear. Okay, what cool responses can I have to remembering something that is cringe? What responses can I train into myself? Can I start doing a knife trick maybe? Can I start flipping something around? Anyway, I saved from the Deltarune, wait no, Undertale stream. Both of them involve Toby Fox. What can I say? I saved the quote, "The world is as big as you want it to be. Where will you go next?" Because me and my girl were having a moment about that. Then there's, what is life if not one not old that sprints into old with a little bit of an old boulder freaking hurtling down. Maybe if I say the things that are making me cringe continuously, then I can be okay. Or maybe I'll simply be destroyed. Maybe I'll simply combust. Okay, I'm in the middle of I want to draw a portrait of the Aisha love, and I want to laugh and be happy. We did have some good laughs. We've had some good laughs in this stream, dare I say. It hasn't even been that long, and it's been some good laughs, dare I say. Alright, what I want to do is zoom into this, and here we go with this. Go some face proportions, just like I was doing for the other one. Where am I putting the chin? Kind of. Okay, this goes in the middle of these, but I want to find the original, what is this? Original thing that taught me to divide up the face kind of like that. Because if I don't have that, then I'm just sort of putting lines wherever I go, and that's not accurate. That's not anything. There's Magdala saying, "When I cringe at myself, I just bite my hand. Works extremely well for some reason." I have been going for my wrist a little bit, but I'm a little bit afraid. I got some chompers on me. There's Magdala saying, "Okay, important question to Jaro. What does the question marks on Saturday and Sunday mean? Are they indicating non-certainty?" Oh, my original intention for that in all of this. Honestly, this has been my intention for over a year. That sometimes on weekends there can be a random gaming stream. However, I've recently completely run out of space for games on laptop. It's a dumb problem to have. It's a really dumb problem to have. Who has that problem? Just delete. just delete something, right? But Yeah, I mean, the intention was a gaming stream. Yeah, it's like he's saying, I'm back. Bet you didn't even notice I was gone. Yeah. No. YouTube is pathetic. YouTube is pathetic. I desperately needed advice on what the hell I should do if I make myself cringe big style. And because I can't keep going silent and protecting my vital organs. And I know that you, out of everyone, are completely full of very advice. The most of it. Advice. It's you. Yes. Oh shit. Okay, so here's a different thought. I would still like the advice on what I should do when I cringe instead of going silent and protecting my vital organs, as if something's gonna freaking hit me. There's you're saying you can't bite anything vital for cringing? My canines are too sharp? Yeah, that's wise. Why do you make a whole week schedule graphic to show that you'll stream Monday and Friday, instead of just saying, streaming Monday and Friday from now on? You psycho! Hey! I'm going to attack you with my teeth. How about that? Here's my teeth. Here's my attack. No. Okay. Where were we? I thought it was gonna be cool. I thought it was gonna be cool and fine and neat at some point. I'm looking up the Angel Ganev head tutorial. What is that? Wow. Okay, I am subscribed to, it's been years now. It's been years at this point. Mohammed Agbadi, and who's having the cool art stuff. I believe this individual, his channel though, started out with like some ordinary tutorials, but now somehow one keeps finding art community drama, just sort of unearthing it and presenting it to us like a dead rat. And I don't know, I'm frankly amazed that there's so much of it. Anyway, I guess I was in my subscription feed, so that's why I started talking about it like that was at the top. There's Stepness saying, usually pipe my hands when I'm uncontrollably excited instead, which is kind of the opposite of cringing. Interesting. I mean, cringing is adjacent to anxiety, and anxiety, so they say, is directly adjacent to excitement. So if I really tried, maybe I could trick myself physiologically into thinking that what I'm feeling is excitement. I don't know. There's like you say, turn the cringe into your characteristic dance move. People will think you're weird but cool. Like, wow, that guy has a signature dance move that looks so weird. Isn't that amazing? You know, sometimes I do a big motion when I'm cringing. Sometimes I go full on. Just a big old wrap up the neck, sort of make your fingers meet on the back of your head kind of a thing. But the thing about a dance move, I think it has to be kind of repetitive, kind of on beat. You've picked one though that I'm kind of likely to undertake. If I can wiggle about something. That's something that I do. I can go around. Okay, so wow. Why were none of the head exercises? Why does it only come up on YouTube when I search it up on YouTube? Why would you cringe though? What do you cringe about? That's so cringe, dude. Oh, well, specifically, and I think maybe I'm starting to feel a little better now that I was starting to get up to exercise or something. Try to figure out a little dance move. I can just sort of get all of that out. The Tower of Old has been made. Okay, no, that's the wrong one. We're trying to train a response other than dead-eyed 1,000-yard stare silence. I mean, I mentioned on one of these streams that I made a friend with benefits, but the benefits was kissing while my mom is in the car 30 feet away. I mentioned that. What I didn't mention that my mom reminded me of, because this was her experience of it. What I didn't mention was that afterward on the drive back, she tried to like verbally explain how a kiss can or should be, like in an advice kind of a way. And then at the lunch yesterday, when my childhood best friend was there, um, um, when my mom started sharing this story for some reason, um, it was so we cringed in unison so hard that we both made kind of a murder suicide pact on the spot. On the spot. I bit of an exaggeration there, but also our vocabulary was like, I'm dead, kind of like that. There's Magdala saying you could do some rhythmic taps on the closest solid object. I do that sometimes. Ooh, that one has the potential to look a little bit cool. There's Sophie saying, can I be your friend with benefits? The benefit is using your credit card in bathroom. Every time I specify the benefits, you're resisting the urge to ad-lib something. What was the story? No, just the fact that I'm gonna, okay, we're training a different response than the one I automatically have to cringe. We're training a different response. Okay, relaxed body language, the shoulders up and back, and that facilitates really deep breaths versus cringing, which takes me into an inward sort of defensive stance. Okay, we're gonna go up and back and relaxed, and then we're gonna drum on the nearest solid surface. Because what am I? Am I so bad at socializing that somebody's gonna notice and then they're gonna euthanize me? No, that's not happening. What's happening is I'm so cool and I'm just jazzy. Huh? Yes. Okay. So, what was the story? No, she just relayed the fact that she tried to verbally coach me right after witnessing how I was practicing kissing. To be fair, I got my face bit, but yeah, I'm now in some kind of a death pact with my childhood best friend. I'm now in. This is a complete exaggeration of of language and things. There's love the enthusiasm. Who the fuck is euthanizing you though? What are you saying, bit? Oh yeah. The friend with benefits, but the benefits was kissing. I had braces, so that was kind of rough. I think I was, actually, it's been like a month. He did block me on Instagram for Hispanic Heritage Month to kind of decolonize himself from white women. No, I'm kidding. There was a different valid reason, but it's been like a month, and there's like still a weird little mark on my face. But I thought that was I thought it was an acne scar, but actually it might be from there. Okay, if you're trapped, blink 57 times, Jaro. I'm gonna... No. my mom dislikes this part, but I'm gonna start telling people that I'm trapped in the basement to try to... Oh yeah, and I'm meeting my cousins later today. That's gonna be neat. Been a while since I seen my cousins. You made a tower of old? It's kind of like a layer cake. Alright, I'll be getting out of here in what is that, 7 minutes? Yeah, okay, I'll be getting out of here in 7 minutes. So everybody, whatever thoughts you're having, keep on, I don't know, being and sending them. Okay, so let's sort my thoughts, texted a cousins, don't ignore my comment. Can you wait, do you watch those kind of YouTube videos? Change your posture and you'll get so many friends. Talk this way and people will fall to your feet. I'm not in the entire school / YouTube algorithm of those YouTube videos specifically, although I know the ones that you're talking about. I'm not in that entire loop of it all. However, they say that kind of advice in like TED Talks too. They say it in TED Talks, alright? For like business stuff, and so I'm in some business classes, which I don't know, every time I take one they are so easy. I'm considering switching my major to business so I can go back to not worrying about anything and just have clear skin and never think a thought in a day of my life. Goddamn. But yeah, okay, because I'm in business classes, I have seen some of those type, because they are toted around as legitimate advice. You know, all of that posture stuff. Blink less the 57 times if you want us to get your credit card. You're saying, hickeys. Braces cutted my face. I guess I'm on the lookout on this roller coaster of life to try to obtain a cool hickey, you know, battle scars. Oh my gosh. Okay, but the someone having braces and then they're like kind of contacting a way wider range of your face than you would think. I'm gonna say that's a different thing. Okay, so what do I want for face? I think we'll put like this and try to do a pretty fast sort of a sketch, sort of put all of this out, and then there's sort of like a dimples like this, and then also like this. What have I got? But why is my cousin Jack sent me a picture of Super Fruity Shrek? I mean, honestly, slay. But where do people find these these images? You're saying hickeys can kill you in a really gruesome way. I'm honestly, my response to my mom being with me on first dates and then telling me how to kiss better afterward, doubtless to say, I'm trying to find the safest ways that I can sneak out. I am trying to find the safest ways I can sneak out. Just sort of like my location is like still on to somebody I trust, of course, and I still like let people know where I'm going. Not her though. And that is related to hickeys can kill you in a really gruesome way. It's because of the blood clot, right? Kind of a thing like that. That's related to what I just said, because man, my assessment of danger, my risk calibration is in the opposite direction now. It's just kind of it's a very if I die kind of thing. Even though I'm naturally nervous, even though I want to be safe, I do have, due to the way I've been raised, I do have an overcompensating streak in the opposite direction. If I die, I die kind of thing. There's Magdala saying, I have a cool hickey scar, so get good, Jara. Okay, we'll try to get good. If you consent to me taking your credit card, your belongings, your phone, and your work for me for 30 years without pay, recite the first 5,000 digits of pi backwards. Oh God. Okay, wait, who knows that amount of pie? Truly, who knows that amount of pie? Okay, I was trying to have this at 90 minutes, but I don't know. Perhaps I'm at a point in the stream where I'm starting to feel better. Okay, do I know forehead shapes? Here is some of the hair. What's happening here? And we want some part of the hair doing a little wiggle, kind of like that, and then some kind of eyebrows. Oh wait, I love studying eyebrow shape. Let's put it like that. Okay, so a little bit thicker towards the inside. Okay, but also a little bit pointy on the corner. I do love studying eyebrow shape, but I don't know how often I get it right, honestly. My solution to not wanting to do a regular style portrait of you was to go more anime. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What? I'm going in the Cyberpunk 2077. When? I'm directly out of the Cyberpunk 2077 right now. Oh my god, I had no idea. In addition to your ordinary semi-realism sort of a skills, you also have the anime sort of a skills. Check that out. That's some cool stuff. There's asking about sneaking out. Do you know how to kiss now? Oh, the second thing that I was cringing about was that I'm bad at it. And I know that all beginners are bad at whatever you're beginning at, and knowing how to kiss is no different. I need to take some goddamn notes. Like, I think when I'm like gone in practice, I think the people had like fun and stuff. I think they had fun, so like yay. But I do think I was I think the rating is bad. I think the rating for what I was doing was bad. However, luckily I'm only judging myself. Even though I got bit, I wouldn't really even say that. Okay, wait. Are you shuffling the spelling of my name some more? There's heart wasn't doing what to. I've done my best to draw you. I can never remember the spelling of Shadow. Looking cool out here. I'm always appreciating some premium crystal palm art. Oh my gosh, looking respectfully. Go to a professional kissing course, they exist. I just had the thought of being bad in front of the professionals where professionals can witness me. I mean, in every instance where I failed and was cringe so far, like at least we like laughed it off and like had fun regardless. Oh god, like it's interesting to think about that maybe out there's really a professional that teaches you what to do with your entire face. Oh my gosh. That's interesting to think about, but also the idea of going to kiss somebody and they're already super not into it, because it's like their job. I'm going to disintegrate. The only thing that's been saving me, in everywhere I've been so far, has been the ability to laugh off the absolute shenanigans I'm putting people's faces through. The way I've said that, it sounds like I should be doing prop comedy. It sounds like you think I'm describing an ordinary bad kiss, but maybe when I use the word shenanigans, I'm pulling 57 conjoined handkerchiefs out of somebody's ear in the middle. It reminds me of the days when I'd elongate your name, like, yeah, I pronounced that perfectly. You've gotten way better at stylization. Despite the claim that practice makes you better art, I found that thinking about drawing actually does improve my art skills. I've been very out of practice, but thinking a lot about shapes and stuff has in fact made me better. Perhaps to do with the sheer amount I think about drawing faces. Huh. That's some fun stuff. That's some cool stuff. All right, let's get some more of the cool and excellent hair. We got the waviness going on like this, and like the dimples going on like this, dare I say, and sort of the eyes that are like this. I actually have liked this stylization thing. If you're doing like black and white sort of for eyes, then you just put like a white dot in the middle. I got that from the comic Lookism. And Lookism does a lot of bizarre things with the art, a lot of funky kind of things, but I don't know, dots as pupils in the eyes. That's a good one. I feel like that is a good one. Alright, so let's go like that. I've erased my guidelines. We'll put some emphasis on lip, and what have we got going on over here? Kind of like this, and kind of like this, and I think emphasize on this corner kind of, and we're going to make really cool hair even more. Ba ba da ba ba, do 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 do. I feel like I'm drawing wavy and curly hair. Okay, actually mostly wavy hair. I feel like I'm drawing wavy hair the most when I practice drawing hair. Alright, so here's a little bit like this, and okay, something about the eyes is kind of different. Okay, erase a little bit more of the guidelines like this, and then we get a little bit more blocked by the hair, and I feel like that's kind of a portrait. I could add some pink. You notice my fake dimples. I chew in my cheeks. Oh, that's what's happening there. Oh my gosh. Well, you got me. There's Crystal Palm saying, "Weren't you gonna leave 2 minutes ago?" I locked in on trying to make this a sort of recognizable portrait. And I hope I got somewhere with recognizability. We do a little portrait trade up in here. And then there's saying, "Sharo, I'm an expert. I'm a kissing expert. You have to lick the other person's face like a dog. That's why everyone loves dogs. This is a fact. It's a life hack, and your life will improve 2,000%. See, that's what was kind of happening with the one in the park with the friend with benefits, and now I'm blocked on Instagram with the braces. That dude. I stopped in the middle and said to him, "Hey dude, this kind of reminds me of a dog," and I don't know. It was still neat though. Living life, having adventures, meeting a guy who was maybe a dog, and then getting blocked. And then wait, you're blocked? What happened? No, it was normal. He got a real actual girlfriend. They're saying wavy and curly hair is the majority. True straight hair is rare. Ooh, like the silky smooth whatever. And then there's talk of don't remind her. The Christian plant, do not remember them. One of them has been kind of drying out, and it's because I wanted to sort of repot that. Because oh, okay, wait, so I started drying out the plant that is over here, the plant that, what were you calling it? Were you saying that it worships the Christian God? Was that what was happening there? You helped him cheat? You broke a family? No, he was on the dating app because he was looking for actual girlfriend, and then I went up in there being like, what's going on here? Is this another way I can make friends? And then the last thing he said to me before blocking me was, yes, we can be friends. I guess he changed his mind though, so that's how that goes. There's a gas pal could. What are you saying? What you're you're overestimating whatever the hell's going on. No, it was after. I was before, other person was after. It's chronological, okay? It's chronological and it's logical, okay? Why would Chara make do that? You're saying, is that TF2 music on the background playlist? I think so. I think we were just at a TF2. Yeah! A couple of these, when the streams first started, what's it called? They did not get me the scary emails. The scary emails where someone is like, do you want to share revenue? Would you like to turn on revenue? I can see you, is what the email says. You have music in your stream, and I can see you about it. Oh my. I was so abjectly miserable, making myself miserable with anxiety that I had almost forgotten that I wish to see a couple of the video recommendations. Did we see some for Silent Hill? I think we must have, because this one is already watched. But yes, the video recommendations, which we've got an entire playlist full. You're saying the surprise is ready? Okay. God, I thought maybe I saw that before, but homie is sliding into places. Okay, that's excellent to look at. That's excellent to look. I was just kind of craving art where a face gets really detailed all of a sudden. Please rewind this though, so I can pause that, because Spactella has gotten us a surprise. What's even happening? You're probably looking at my Spidey pic, which does in fact have the fake dimples. Oh my gosh, wait, you made it in like block letters and kind of shiny. Okay, what else is... Why can't I pause this, dude? And why are you prescribed Nutella? Let's go on over here. There's JoJo references. Why are you saying that I am a homework? Literally, I'm there first, and then someone else is there, and then of course you have to get blocked because that's only respectful. I mean, it feels very Instagram culture. To me. Anyway, so where are we? Let's go down the list. Yeah, it was definitely the Spidey picture. Stephanie's saying, all right, I have to go. Good night, everyone, and happy birthday. It was fun being here and chatting and drawing. Hey, good to see you, and the art was so fun and cool, and thank you for being here. There's JoJo references, the video refuses to be paused, and you're talking about sad truths. And I guess the last thing in my mind about all of the being blocked business is that I just feel a little bit sad that I kind of predictably failed to make friends on that one, because I mean, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen? Alright, so here we are. Shiny, this thing reminds me of Temmie. We are having shading up in here, and this is pretty cool. You're saying, wait, you've given yourself more hickeys than you've gotten, because chewing skin was a stim of dang it. Oh my gosh. I love saying have a great level up, and here I am appreciating the arts. For some reason, I wish to draw a Temmie from memory about it, which is like this. Wow. Oh no. Wow. Okay, that's really some kind of a creature. Okay, go like this, and there's wait, you keep forgetting people kiss in real life? You might have hid something in a corner. Oh my, sure, what's going on in the corners? You're not old? After creating the Tower of Old? Are we not old? You know, I mean, I guess every birthday I've been thinking this as well. It's the oldest you've ever been, but it's the youngest you'll ever be again. There's... There's real stories. Okay, there's actually saying, I saw it. Sharon was kissing with a guy. Effusively, then is pregnant with her after God, she granted a miscarriage and divorced the man, and he became homeless after the wife became an addict. That's so traumatizing. That's so traumatizing. What in the telenovela? What in the teleseries? What in the drama? In the mama? What are you doing? Is this where you're going after Machine Gun Hands Man? Is this where your writing career is taking you? You're going to make a soap opera with 1,000,000 episodes. God, there's... Actually, I was saying, how many Aero A-Spec people do you attract? I guess 1 or 2, since being on the dating app puts everyone in your possible vicinity. Okay, this has been a viewing of The Surprise. This is now loaded, I hope. I hope now it's loaded. Don't unload. And we can see, we can appreciate one excellent sort of animation. God, that's so smooth. Was he kind of... you sliding all over the place. How can one not appreciate the visuals when we get silent in this hill? This used to be a nice neighborhood, as a sign. That's what the oil change looks like when you get an oil change. Ooh, the pigs. Ooh, oh, okay. Drumming on a solid surface. That's something that we can do to alleviate cringe. Ah! God, that's the real toilet from my nightmares. What it looks like when I try to communicate with body language. Dude, wait, a neck shot. Wait. Pause. When did this come out? What day did this come out? Okay. I mean, surely it was being made for a while. Surely it's not like even topical. Okay, me when I use a toothpick to clean the ears. I do love the visuals. Why are they... Is someone here familiar with Silent Hill? That feels like a really relaxed way to drive. I've been stressing out about everything, and that's a really relaxed way to drive. Wait a damn second. Did my little brother recommend just a single one of these to me in addition to Hijinks Arcade recommending all of these? Well, I shall surely witness the blood cough. There's Nico Juju having to go, and you're being Aero Ace, and then okay, you meant the stream on the other stuff, and then we're gonna see. I think I will see more of this next time because I've missed some cool details. As you can see. Okay, so that's close out for now. That has been some very skillful animations, and Aero Ace people are making up the stream almost as much as Susie is making up the hideous rumors about all of me. I'm quite close to the 2 hours mark, but I simply must do something to... Oh, you signed a name! That's really cute. I really must do something to fight and anxieties. There's everything. I read too many fanfics, and combined with my amazing memory, I keep forgetting romantic relationships are real. Honestly, fanfic is romance, much like friendship is magic. There's... So my brain hurts due to the animation, I believe. You gotta pay for my medical bills. Ooh, we gotta fly somewhere where it's affordable, cause you know I'm from Burgerland, and we don't got the affordable healthcare here. All right, let's tour around this canvas for a second. Watch wing, is that what that's saying? Some cool lighting as they stand at the edge of a caldera. What is this a portrait of? Are these existing characters? They're very cool. And I shall finally get going. This is not quite 2 hours, and the soonest I can bear myself to pull away. Okay, talking of the freedom world, add that to the shower world. You're saying I'm not old and decrepit. And with that, here we go. And Crystal Palm announces there's going to be a Charlotte Web series on HBO Max. There's been like Charlotte's Web movies and stuff before, right? Charlotte's Web is a book that I read enough times as a kid that I did sort of live in there just a little bit. But still, I don't know if that was like 2 times or 3 times, something like that. Why they always make the spider attractive, and you're saying I'm technically more than halfway to 50 by a single year and a single day. But yes, that's true. I don't deny it. Alright, middle age arc starting now, I guess. The youngest I'll ever be again, I guess. And I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Oh